Tomorrow, 25th of August 2024, Chelsea will take on Wolverhampton at their home, the Molineux Stadium, Wolverhampton, England. So it's Chelsea, it's Wolves versus Chelsea. I think our last match, Manchester City, was more of a preparation for us. I didn't think that match counts because obviously it's Manchester City. It's not like we're counting any opposition special, but like, bro, it's Manchester City we are talking about here. You get me? This is Manchester City, for crying out loud. So I think it's not like the match don't really count. The match counts, but I think this is like the official test of Chelsea. We are being judged, even against our match against Servette on Thursday, which we won 2-0. Which was, people say it was not so great. Actually, the first half wasn't so great, but the second half was good. The second half was okay. Chelsea were more attacking. We have the ball more. I think if we display the first half that people said we had in the Servette game, I think we are going to have a very troubled game against Wolverhampton. And another thing with Wolverhampton is that we haven't really won them in our last 3-4 meetings. I don't think we have getting a win over Wolves. You get me? So it's really, really hard. And we are hoping, having the star man Pedro Neto in our side kind of makes it easier for us and harder for them, because number one, we have their star man. Pedro Neto last season gave Chelsea a lot of headache. Wolves won us back to back, home and away last season in the Premier League. But this season, I think I genuinely think we should win. You get me? Wolverhampton is a very, very hard side. Anybody that has them, that like minus the VAR minus the VAR decisions last season, I think Wolves would have been higher, where they have been very, very good team, very, very good attacking. They are pressing monsters. Wolves can press. Their players, I don't know if they're on cooking or something like that, but Wolves can press. Wolves are pressing monsters. Those men has a lot of strength in them. Genuinely, I can't lie to you, fam. Wolves are very, very strong, very, very good players. But withstanding that, I think we have got the squad to play Wolverhampton. I think we have a very good squad assembled under Enzo Maresca. You get me? I think this is a match where Chelsea makes a statement. I think this is going to be Enzo Maresca's first Premier League. You get me? With us having Pedro Neto on our side, which is a very minus for them. I don't think they have gotten a replacement for him as well. But I think he's a plus. Having him on our side is a very, very big plus for us. Okay, so now I'll be telling you, I'll be showing you my first 11, and I'll give you my scoreline prediction. You get me, at the end of the video. So sorry to interrupt, but if you are new around here, this is Papi Knows Football, and if you like the content that we drop in here, I think you should give the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year, and I think that's a realistic dream, because we're already like 250. You are above 250. You are already approaching number 300. So I think that's a dream we can make happen, and I can't do it without you all. So please subscribe to the channel. Let's get back to the video. Okay guys, on the screen here is my first 11 for the game, and I'll be explaining my reasons why I picked them. I think I went with the first 11. I think Enzo Maresca would go with. Genuinely, the first 11 I think Enzo Maresca would go with. So I'll start with Robert Sanchez. Enzo Maresca said in his press conference that his plan is for Sanchez to start for league games, and then Jorgensen to be used as for the Europa Conference League and then domestic cups. You get me? Which I think is very, very good rotation. But I think Sanchez will have a very, very big problem with the competition he's going to face against Sanchez, because Sanchez is a very, very good goalkeeper. He's not going to be because Jorgensen is a very good keeper, not Sanchez. Sanchez will have problem with Jorgensen, because Jorgensen is good on the ball, great player. You get me? He's a very great player. We saw him against Servette, make good saves. He was the man of the match, but before they announced him as man of the match, he was already my man of the match. because he was fantastic, very phenomenal. I think he was one of the standout players, apart from minus the incomings of Noni Madueke, one of the standout players. And our right wing, which is the obvious choice there, Malo Gusto. I think Malo Gusto, we saw him against Manchester City, and I think he was the one that inverts. And I think it will be the same in this game. He will be the one that is going to invert as well. While Marco Kurela kind of, because when we are attacking, it's kind of the back three. While Marco Kurela joins and makes it a back three, and he inverts. And we'll go on my two centre backs is Levi Colwill and Wesley Fofana, because already the coach said that these are his two main centre backs, which I think is not really bad. Wesley Fofana against Manchester City was good. He was rested throughout the weekend. Levi Colwill, the same thing. So I think he starts them again. I think that is going to be starting 11. He starts both of them again. And in as much as I would like to put someone like Tosin there, you get me, Tosin ahead of Fofana, but the coach is the coach. Tosin played on Thursday, and I think he is going to be rested as well. And on the left wing, we have the man, Cucurella. Even though so far so good, yeah, Cucurella hasn't had a lot of preseason. He played only the first half of the Chelsea versus Inter match, and then he played the few minutes from Man City. I think he's rusty. He needs to get back with the team and stuff. So he needs game time to be match fit. I think he's not really match fit. I think this game is a game like he kind of gets himself back in the game as well. So Marco Kurela is going to be our obvious left back, yeah, because Renato Vega is his backup. Obviously, no Ben Chilwell, because Ben Chilwell are part of the players that is going to be leaving the club. So my two pivots, this kind of gave me a lot of headache because low-key I wanted to go with Casado and Lavia, or maybe we see a Lavia Enzo because Casado played during the week. He might be rested this weekend, maybe coming as a sub, but I wanted to go with Casado. I think I go with Casado Fernandez because it's the obvious two. Or a Casado Lavia, which I think is the alternative. But my dream midfielder is Casado and Lavia. Yeah, sorry, a Lavia Enzo, which is the alternative. But my dream is to see Casado and Lavia on the same midfield too. I think they'll be very good. They'll complement each other than Enzo. We saw Enzo came in the match against Juventus, provided assist for Noni Madueke. Very good assist. He was very okay, alright, better than he did against Manchester City, which I think he played a more deeper role in this one. I think he was one of the floating eights, together with Drewsby Hall. Kind of, I don't know what he played, but he was very good. He played very good. With his bigger foot, he gave that pass to Noni Madueke, which he slots in. And the front three, I was starting with the man that Enzo Fernandez gave an assist, which is Noni Madueke. So Noni Madueke he didn't start against Manchester City. He didn't start against Juventus as well. He came in against Juventus. He had a good game. He had a good game in the preseason. But the problem is that the coach says he hasn't been training. He doesn't have a good intensity in the training. I think I pronounced that correct. So, and that's why the coach doesn't want to start Noni Madueke, or that's why he hasn't gotten minutes, which I think somehow a lie or a true or something. But so far so good. We can say Noni Madueke is one of our best players in the club at the moment. You get me? I think Noni Madueke starts that game from the performance he delivered last night. I think it's an easy choice now. I think if the coach doesn't start him, I think that sends a different signal to us, the fans, and Noni Madueke as well, because I think he deserves to be in the starting 11. You get me? And then the number 10 role, I think I choose Cole Palmer, who is an obvious number 10. He's very good on the right wing, but I think in this match we need a creative midfielder who can create chances for our front line. We saw Enzo Fernandez there last time against Manchester City. It wasn't really that good. So I would love to see a more natural number 10. Maybe he doesn't play him there. Maybe he plays Kupama on the right wing and plays Nkunku there, or plays Drewsby Hall there. But I think Kupama is the perfect for this Wolf team. We need someone that can create chances. And for a Wolf team that loves playing low block, sometimes we need a Nonimadueke who is going to dribble them, drive them, create chances, beat one or two players, and then open space for other players and open space for the striker as well. And then at the left side of the pitch, we'll be taking Pedro Neto, the former Wolverhampton man. We will be, to have to see if he can score against his side. There are chances. He can do some Raheem Sterling shit. Raheem Sterling, anytime he sees Manchester City, he always go hard. He's like, go hard or go home against Manchester City. So anytime he sees Manchester City, the vibe is different. So I think I'm expecting him to give me some Raheem Sterling. To do some Raheem Sterling shit against his former club. I need him to like play well and deal with his former club. These kind of things happen. We have seen our former players come on against us and deal with us. Salah back to back every season. De Bruyne back to back every season. We have seen even Callum Hudson-Odoi. These are players that came in in some matches and then played really well against us. And I'm hoping Pedro Neto to give us that kind of a match. I think he hasn't. I don't know if he's fully fit. You get me? Maybe he doesn't play the full minutes, but I think he starts. He obviously starts. And why Nkunku? You might be saying, why is Nkunku not here? Nkunku has started pretty much almost all our matches, and I think they should give him a rest. Obviously, so he doesn't get injured. Give him a rest and kind of makes rotation around the squad as well. You get me? So at my number 9 is the obvious man, Nicholas Jackson. I could have said Gay, but Gay is not starting in the league. I don't Nicholas Jackson, sorry. And given his performance against the goal he missed against Siviet, which is not obviously his fault. I think he had a very, very good game against Siviet, but I don't think the coach will start him. And I genuinely don't want to see him start this match. Maybe he should come in as a sub. That's fine. But Nico Jackson, I think there have been things we can say he's not clinical, but we have to understand that Nico Jackson came back from an injury, doesn't have much of a preseason match. He didn't really play much of a preseason. He just had few matches here and there, and he has just gotten few minutes. Only the second half, only 45 minutes of a full preseason against Inter Milan. He hasn't played any match. He came in against City. We saw his brilliance, but we all know he was looking rusty. He was an unused sub against Siviet, and I think this match is this match that Nico Jackson opens his scoring. I predict he's going to score because there have been a whole lot of bashing against him. So I think it's time for him to prove the haters wrong. He has to keep everyone shut up. I think this is the match where Nico Jackson score. This is my lineup for the game. Tell me what you think. And talking about the scoreline, I think Chelsea will beat Wolves. Who will consider a goal because Sanchez is in the post. Yeah, it's Sanchez. What I expect him. Sanchez might have a good game, but he will just fluff everything. Like you saw against Siviet, during the ending of the game, there were a lot of, even the first half, Jorgensen faced 7 shots. He didn't concede any. During the ending of the game, he faced a lot of shots as well. He didn't quite concede any. So I think Sanchez is not the keeper to rely on when we need some things done. But with that said, I just hope he keeps a clean sheet. I think I will give the score. I think this is the Chelsea first Premier League win under Enzo Maresca. So I think I predict a 3-1 win. I just hope this doesn't come back and bite me in the ass. I just hope this scoreline prediction doesn't come back and bite me in the ass. So okay, that's all. I think that's all. If you stay till now, I think if you like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you after the match. I'll give you preview. Remember, today we'll be dropping some transfer news, so be sure to check it out, and I'll see you in the next one. You go be.